I'm in the middle of a cross-country move, and let me tell you what I know about grief, money, and change, and how they're probably all playing a role in your life today. So, grief is interesting because grief has to do with you pulling memories from the past and trying to pin it to your current reality, and there's a mismatch. And what tends to happen is we'll go back to the past. Maybe we'll reach out to that person that we know we shouldn't. We go back to that place that we know we shouldn't be spending time at. We go back to the past because it's so painful to update that memory in our brain. Our brain keeps bringing us back to the past, almost like in a loop. And the only way to complete it is by feeling the whole thing out, playing out the entire story, and letting it be incomplete. You have to complete the memory and let it know that it's no longer the reality that you live in, which is extremely painful. And that's like essentially what grief is. Okay. And so what does this have to do with money? A lot of times when we create change, which is the next thing I'll talk about, is that it requires us to make different financial decisions. And when we are in the middle of change, our nervous system lights up, and the fight or flight part of our nervous system lights up and says, no, we need to keep ourselves safe. And safe to that part of the nervous system means the same. And so what often happens is that we'll try to create change. It triggers the fight or flight nervous system. Fight or flight nervous system says, let's keep doing the same things. And then we keep using our money tells us where our future is, okay? We'll keep having the same spending habits, which is like essentially what keeps us in the same position. Let me give you an example. I don't know if has to be spiritual. Every time you try to get ahead in life, fucking car breaks down, right? Something happens with the car. Every single time. I swear this is like a spiritual test. I don't know, but this is my hypothesis. What the decision you make when your car breaks down is such a make or break moment. Like for me, I was so ingrained by Dave Ramsey. He was like, I had to pay everything cash. And I stopped doing that. I was like, actually, the loan helps me get ahead because then I can keep money liquid in my bank account. And I take the loan out, I make payments on the car, and I keep money in the bank account because guess what? More emergencies will happen. And you need that money to invest in future opportunities. Like maybe you need to invest in a career coach. Maybe you need to invest in updating your wardrobe because that shit will make you money, I swear to God. Anyways, I'm not trying to go on a tangent there, but so what does that have to do with money? Money is like your investment vehicle for the future. And then change, when you're trying to create change, like it's going to light up a part of your nervous system that wants you to keep you safe, aka the same. And then on top of that, we have grief, which is basically the loss of a lived reality. And all of those things together is a concoction to keep you very stuck, my friend. So the things that I'm doing right now to handle the grief, the change, and the finances is one, I let the whole memory play out. I let myself feel emotional about anything that comes out. And I'm like, yep, that is true. That is no longer our reality. Change, I am thinking before I act. I create a framework for like, this is what I'm going to be doing. This is how the criteria for what like apartment I look for. This is the criteria for this I look for. Like, this is what the next week will look like. This is what the next month will look like. This is what the next quarter will look like. That's a skill that you build. And then the finances follow the plan. So grief can be a cycle that keeps you stuck in poverty if you're not careful about it, because when you experience grief, you want to go back to the old reality. It's very emotionally triggering. It's very charging. The nervous system is fighting like hell to keep things the same. And your money follows your behavior. And so the thing that I'm doing right now to keep me out of grief, dude, everything lives in the planner. I know everyone gets so mad. Oh, planner, really planning? Yes. This planner, $50. I have it linked in my bio. It is the best investment. This planner, this is a multi-million-dollar planner right here, okay? My $1 million business is in this planner right now. And you might not be starting a $1 million business, but you might be starting a $100,000 a year career. You might be starting a side project that gets you out of debt. You might be doing some kind of thing that gets you your husband, your future job, your future home, your future whatever. All lives in here, okay? Grief doesn't live in here. The past doesn't live in here. Old you doesn't live in here. But you have to sit down and open the damn book and actually do it.